She won the Grammy and she dropped a freestyle. Now, blame DPS. I heard a little bit of this because I was talking to him and I think he played it at some point. So as you guys know, I'm always transparent. If I've heard something, I'll say that I have. I heard a little bit of this. It was chopping in and out because I was talking to him while this was happening. So I don't know what she was actually saying lyrically, but it sounded like her flow wise, she was going crazy. So before I react to this, I actually want to do something here because I think it's very important to basically be able to admit when you're wrong on something and be able to have a conversation and just be very transparent. Okay, so I tweeted this. Doechii snapped on that album, but I had 3 albums definitely over it this year. I'm not hating, but at the same time, let's talk about it. She's a 10 out of 10 live performer, by the way. That's what I said at first, right? Because I was misinformed. I thought that the Grammys were looking at every album in 2024, but some people corrected me and let me know that the way that Grammys calendars work is like September 2023 to August 2024 or something. So 2 of the 3 albums that I had over her in 2024 didn't even qualify for these awards. And I think a lot of people don't know that either. So I thought, you know what, it's important to put that out there and to say this because I'm not a hater, right? Like I really enjoyed her album. I just thought GNX and Chromacopia were better and had more impact. And the other thing about all these awards is the fact that it's all about the criteria, right? Some people judge their best album just by the lyricism, and then if the flow isn't there, does the lyricism hit as hard? No, it doesn't. Or if you got flow but you don't have lyricism, does it hit as hard? It doesn't, right? So for me, when it comes to the criteria and it comes to these awards, I feel like one of the main things all these top 50 lists, all these top 10 lists, all these awards should do, it's just take like 10 minutes out of your time and tell us what your criteria was, right, in the judgment process. Because to me, when we're talking about best rap album of the year, it has to be impactful, it has to have lyricism, it has to have flow, it has to have multiple songs that reach high numbers, because we're talking about impact on the community as well. For me, the impact of an album counts just as much, and sequencing of an album counts, right? If you listen to it from start to finish. So these are my criteria. And with that criteria in mind, I feel, and again, I actually tweeted this, I think this might be my bias, but I feel that Blue Lips from Schoolboy slightly edges this album out, but I think that might be subjective. So in terms of, did Doechii really deserve this? Did she only win this because she's female and she's black? No, not at all. Listen to the album. She went absolutely insane. To me, personally, it was the second best album of the time range of the Grammys. Blue Lips first, then hers, then Samurai. But I could see a case for a lot of different arguments here. So let me know, what was your favorite album of 2024? You can say, you can go off the full year, January to December, or you can go off the Grammys criteria, which is September 2023 to August 2024, something like that. Let me know because I'm curious, and it's important to admit when you're wrong on something. So since I didn't know that criteria, I was a bit confused why Tyler the Creator wouldn't win, or even Kendrick Lamar. But after finding that out and being corrected, I thought it was important to have this conversation. So before we react, that's my little rant. Let's be open to being wrong, guys. It's completely fine. Okay, so Doechii Nosebleeds.
You salty ass bitches giving Larry. Bad gal Doechii, call her Michael Larry. Yeah, you hoes is funny, you should do comedy. Leave your ass leaking, looking like my mom, please. I don't know if she gonna go crazy. Is she gonna go crazy? Everybody wanted to know what Doechii would do if she didn't win. I guess we'll never step out the swamp to the motherfucking stage. Cut my mic off cause I'm about to misbehave.
That's a reference to Kanye West, right? You know, everyone wanted to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never find out.
Win. I guess we'll never step out the swamp to the motherfucking stage. Cut my mic off cause I'm about to misbehave. Will she ever lose, man? I guess we'll never know. Will she lose her cool? I guess we'll never. I hopped out the swamp, gave the bitch props. Doechii, where you been? Doechii with pop. Will she ever lose, man? I guess we'll never know. Will she lose her cool? I guess we'll never. I guess we'll never know. Guess we'll never see the day that Doechii crown falls. Guess you'll never live to see the day that Doechii loses. Doechii don't win on these Doechii mutants. Doechii don't critique or seek improvement. Right now.
She was in the pocket there. Doechii don't critique it. Dude, she was in there right there. Let's hear that once again.
Loses. Doechii don't win on these Doechii mutants. Doechii don't critique or seek improvement. Right now.
Doechii don't critique, she seek improvement. Is that what she said? That's fire.
Seek improvement. Right now is my time, my moment. Thank you to my swamp and thank you God I was broke. I thanks you God, I thank you to Top God Entertainment. Ooh, Top Dog Entertainment. Scissors Day.
Top God, Top Dog. Okay.
Who's saying the hating that stands? Mommy, Blake High School, and all the bitches I surpassed. I knew it. Tonight we popping bottles, fucking hoes and forgetting our name. To the audience wondering how it feels to be famous. I guess you'll never step up the swamp to the motherfucking stage.
Very bouncy.
Cause I'm about to misbehave. Will she ever lose, man? I guess we'll never know. Will she lose her cool? I guess we'll never. These bitches can't be half of me. Thanks to my anatomy. Showing up an hour late like thanks to the academy. Now I understand why they mad at me and hate on my anatomy. It's cause I look good from the balcony. I look good from the nosebleeds, bitch. If you offended, you ain't know me, bitch. That ain't Doechii, that's the old cheese, sis. I look good from the nosebleeds, bitch. I've been at a place where it was hard as it could get. If you never suffer, you can never tell me shit. And I could have a million and still would hit the lick. Lifestyle, nigga, this my lifestyle. Guess you'll never know.
Okay. Okay, so what do I think about this? This is just a freestyle. It's cool, it's bouncy, it's bumpy. It has the energy of someone that just won, right? So that's what I really like about it. Of course, not too much is going on here. There's a few standout bars. She's expressing who she is, right? Because now her face is in the limelight, and a lot of people that have not heard her album are going to check it out now, the same way that Killer Mike's album got heard by way more people because he won last time. So I think this was a good move from her to bring something more mainstream, more bouncy to the table for anyone that's being introduced to her, and then dive more into some of her deeper lyrical songs once they get to the album, because you don't want to start off like that, right? Like, imagine you meet someone for the first time and you start giving them a TED talk. Like that's the type of shit I would do. Like, no one wants to hear that, man. Like, calm down, Unk. But if you start with something like this, you hook them in, and then they dive into your content and see more and more about you, and then learn about you that way, and learn about your goals and what your album's trying to do, and then they find out and they mess with it. That's gonna build a more long-term fan than if the freestyle she released today or here was deeper, if that makes sense. All right, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, subscribe. Apparently like 12,000 people are recurring viewers and not subscribed to me. Guys, if you're coming back, just press the subscribe button.